love you like the sun loves the moon, like the tides hug the shore. I keep coming back wanting more. And I know you like the birds know the morning. I keep singing your song, hoping you'll add a note later on.
I need to get a full view of this dress. Oh my god. It looks so stunning, and the flowers in your hair look so pretty.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm crying too.
Mike, you are without a doubt the love of my life. I've always dreamed of meeting someone like you and of having a connection like this. And 3 years of dating had been steadily getting used to the idea that that was kind of a fantasy fairy tale romance thing, and that real life was not like that. That thinking that someone is just going to innately understand you like that is ridiculous. And then I met you, and it turns out life is actually ridiculous. Because from pretty much our initial date, we both had such a deep understanding of each other that I was blown away and didn't know what to do. I think the first several months of our relationship could probably be characterized as waiting for the other shoe to drop and getting more and more cautiously optimistic that maybe there was only one shoe. I don't think I've ever had fun or enjoyed myself as much with another person as I have with you, and every minute I get to spend with you is a gift. That line in You Make Loving Fun where they sing Sweetheart, Beautiful Soul gets me every time in a way I feel cheesy admitting, because I think that you are the most literal sweetheart and that you are the kindest, most beautiful soul I could ever meet. I don't feel incomplete when I'm by myself, but I do feel complete when I'm with you. You bring so much color and joy into my life in a way that I'd really always hoped someone would, but could never have fully imagined until you are now. I love you now and forever, and I'm so lucky that I get to spend the rest of my life with you.
I'm so lucky. I'll pull mine up.
That's why we didn't do this during the
ceremony. It's just a good idea. Wrong one. Lina, love of my life. Favorite person in the entire world. As I approached writing these vows, it was a little tricky to find the words to describe my feelings for you. There's so many words I could use, such as love, like, compassion, intimacy, elation, Liebe. But none of them seem to capture the depth of how I feel. And I know how specific we like to be about our word choices. But words fall short. Memories and experiences provide examples of what I'm looking to describe. It's no secret the last 12 months of us have been very stressful with this writer's strike, my layoff, and planning this incredible wedding, and more that I don't need to list and kind of don't want to today. But for every one of those moments, there were 100 more filled with love, happiness, bliss, and excitement. Making Eibel Skywers and countless fondue dinners was always so much fun, and it brought us closer together through incredible food and intimate moments. On top of being a fun thing to do together, I truly feel that playing Final Fantasy with each other has improved our teamwork and communication as a couple. It really feels like we come together and mesh as a unit to overcome all of those challenges, working in synchronicity as only we can. Listening to music with you is always a joy, especially when we share artists with each other, analyze songs, find tracks together, and dance around the house. I feel a warmth wash over me every time we group the ginger root, dance around the Smino, or scream along with the Stillers. And yes, I will still enjoy it if you keep listening to music from the pop out and watch Chapel Rope reactions.
Good, because that would be a problem in the marriage.
So despite this being an objectively difficult year, our commitment to each other has pushed through and shown how deep our love is. We've made some incredible and unforgettable memories together with our friends, family, and much, much more. We truly supported and cared for each other in every way imaginable. I cannot think of another person I would ever have so much fun with during this time. I promise to always make you smile, unless I'm being too happy for a situation. I will keep trying to give you more time to relax in the morning and join you for coffee whenever I can. I promise to never stop road tripping with you and limit how many 20-minute songs I play. I will keep working on being open and honest with you about how I'm feeling and hold back the occasional comment when you're having a rough day and just clean up after you. And most of all, I promise to love you and take care of you, whether emotionally, physically, or virtually, which of course extends to your parents and family, soon to be my parents-in-law and family, as well as Booker and Frida. You are the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, and proposing to you is easily the best decision of my life. You bring me so much joy to the point of tears, and I never want to imagine a world without you. You light up my life, and I feel so lucky to be able to stand next to the brightness you emanate. I'm beyond excited to spend the rest of our lives together, and I can't wait to make so many more memories that leave me at a loss for words. I love you so, so, so much. I will never be able to say it enough. At the same time, I will never stop saying it.
Lina and Mike, it's good to see you. It's good to see you standing together under this wedding canopy. It's good to see you starting this chapter of your life together. Lina and Mike, it's good to hear you. It's good to hear the kind words that you share with each other whenever you are together. It's good to hear you and your shared laughter. Lina and Mike, it's good to see all of your guests gathered here. It's good to hear the buzz of the crowd, your family and friends brimming with excitement that you two are, to use video game parlance, leveling up your relationship. Lina, your work makes our world more visually beautiful. Mike, yours is the work of sound. Today, as you join your lives together, I want to remind you that the media that you use, sight and sound, are two sides of the same coin, and your relationship is proof of this. Lina, to say, I see you. Mike, to say, I hear you, is on a deeper level a way to say, I understand you. Lina and Mike, yours is a relationship that seems to me to be one that is built on empathy, on love, and on understanding. These are your superpowers. Moments ago, Mike and Lina, you engaged in a Jewish ritual called hakafot, circling, in which you both put each other at the center of your orbit. May this be a reminder to both of you that wherever you go in the world, no matter how challenging a situation may be, that there is always someone at the center of your world who will see things from your perspective, who will seek to understand you, and who will be there for you always. Lina and Mike, by joining together today, it not only highlights this new chapter of your lives, but it also shines light on all of the people who have helped you to get to this moment. Even at this time of great joy, you have chosen to pause and think of all those who are no longer with us in this world, but who very much remain present in your hearts and minds. And so we take a few moments of silence to remember all those who have passed away, but whose memories and legacies are with us always. And friends, later on this evening, you will be able to see photos of those people who we are holding in our hearts at a memorial table that Mike and Lina designed themselves. Mike and Lina, may you always be able to see them and hear them in your minds and hearts. Whenever you need their guidance and their love, it will always be there for you. I'll invite us just to take a few moments to think of all those we remember today. Lina and Mike, remembering those who are gone from this world also serves as a source of gratitude for us. It reminds us of how special it is that all of us are here together, and especially that the two of you have arrived at this moment. In Jewish tradition, there is a prayer called the Shehechianu, which expresses gratitude to God for arriving at this moment. Friends and family, if you know the words to this prayer, please join in as we say these ancient Hebrew words. If you don't know this prayer, that's okay too. Instead, I ask that each of us pull all of the love and gratitude for Lina and Mike to the forefront of our hearts and minds to share in this moment of gratitude together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam she'echianu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and allowed us to reach this moment. In addition to those words of gratitude, I will add the following words from Jewish tradition. Mi adir al hakol, mi baruch al hakol, mi gadol al hakol, mi yavarech echatan v'hakala. May the one that is supreme above all things, the one that is blessed above all things, the one that is greater than all things, bless this groom and this bride. Mike and Lina, we now continue with the blessing over the wine. The wine is held in a Kiddush cup, literally meaning a cup of sanctification. This cup, Mike, has been in your family for quite some time. You used it at your bar mitzvah. Lina and Mike, may you both always feel the embrace of family and tradition in the same way that the wine is embraced in this traditional cup. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. You may take a sip and then give some to your bride. You first. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. In the same way that the blessing over the wine sets the tone for the festivities of this evening, and in the same way that the Kiddush cup represents family and tradition, Mike and Lina, you have chosen a beautiful poem to be read tonight that also sets the tone for this evening. And you have chosen Mike's sister-in-law and my cousin, Rebecca, to read it. So Rebecca, I invite you to come up at this time to read this beautiful poem.
Maybe by Unknown. Maybe it's true that we don't know what we have lost until we lose it, but it is also true that we don't know what we're missing until it arrives. Maybe the happiest of people don't have the best of everything, but make the best of everything that comes their way. Maybe the best kind of love is the kind where you sit on the sofa together, not saying a word, and walk away feeling like it was the best conversation you ever had. Maybe once in a lifetime you find someone who not only touches your heart, but also your soul. Someone who loves you for who you are and not what you could be. Maybe the art of true love is not about finding the perfect person, but about seeing an imperfect person perfectly.
Mike and Lina, the time has come to exchange rings. From this day forward, each time that you place your rings on your fingers, I hope that it will transport you back to this time and this place, to the sights and the sounds of when you promised yourselves to one another. So at this time, Mike, I'm going to ask you to take Lina's ring and place it on her index finger. And I'm going to ask that you repeat these traditional words after me. Look at her. Yeah. Hooray.
Out loud. Hooray. At.
Mekudeshet.
Mekudeshet.
Li.
Li.
Betabat.
Betabat. Zo.
Kedat.
Kadat.
Moshe.
Moshe.
Israel.
Israel.
Behold.
Behold,
you are betrothed to me.
you are betrothed to me
With this ring.
with this ring,
According to the laws.
according to the laws
Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Lina, to show acceptance of Mike's offer of marriage, I'm going to ask that you take your ring and place it on your ring finger. Lina, I will now ask you to place Mike's ring on his pointer finger, his index finger, just over the neck. That's fine. Okay. And I'll have you repeat these words after me. Okay. Hooray.
Hooray.
Ata.
Ata.
Mekudash.
Mekudash.
Li.
Li.
Betabaat.
Betabaat.
Zo.
So.
Kedah.
Kedat.
Moshe.
Moshe.
Israel.
Israel.
Behold,
Behold,
you are betrothed to me
you are betrothed to me
with this ring,
with this ring,
according to the laws
according to the laws
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Mike, to show acceptance of Lina's offer and proposal to you, I'll ask that you take your ring and place it on your ring finger. Lina and Mike, Rabbi Sharon Brous is the author of a New York Times bestseller called The Amen Effect. And I'm going to quote her book for two reasons. One is because she is based here in LA, and I wanted to show you that even though I'm an East Coast rabbi, I can bring some cool West Coast vibes here tonight. I love that, Mike, you're my best audience. That you had the biggest laugh out of anyone.
And it's amplified.
Yes, that's right. But the second reason is because I think that her teaching says so much about the two of you as a couple. Rabbi Brous highlights that the Hebrew word for good, tov, is used hundreds of times in the Torah. In fact, in the very first chapter of Genesis, the word tov, good, appears already 7 times. For the hundreds of times that we see the word tov in the Torah, the phrase lo tov, meaning not good, is only found twice. In the second chapter of Genesis, as God observes Adam in the Garden of Eden, God says, Lo tov heyot ha'adam levado. It is not good for the human to be alone. The only other time we see this phrase in the entire Torah is when Moses is overwhelmed by life. Unsure of how he will possibly do all that he has to do, he decides to work until exhaustion, attending to matters of his people at every waking moment. His father-in-law Jethro says to him, Lo tov hadavar hazeh asher ata oseh. The thing that you are doing is not good. Jethro continues and tells Moses that he cannot do the work all by himself. He needs to set up a system of helpers. The message of the Torah is clear. It is not good to be alone. It is not good to do it all yourself. Lina and Mike, each of you have found that person in life, that person who sees you and hears you for who you are, that person who reminds you every day that you are never alone. Lina, you captured this sentiment beautifully when you described to me what it's like to spend time with Mike. You said, "I feel loved and understood innately and deeply, in a way that I've never felt in my life before. I feel a level of fun and comfort and affection that's really hard to quantify or put into words. Nothing can put a smile on my face faster than spending time with Mike, and I've never felt so safe or so supported. I feel excited about our future together for a million reasons, but the biggest is really just because it means I get to spend more time with him. I feel like I've really found a kindred spirit and the love of my life, and any time spent together really reinforces that. My heart feels really full when we're together." Mike, you chose a beautiful metaphor to describe what it feels like to spend time with Lina. You said, "As we spent more time experiencing life together, Lina's shining qualities felt more and more like a bright, warm, enveloping sunshine. What began as a strong glimmer of light had evolved into an all-encompassing radiance. Within less than a year, I knew that Lina was not only the person I wanted to marry, but the person I was going to marry." Mike and Lina, it seems to me like that warmth you both feel is the warmth of being fully seen, fully understood, fully loved. Lina and Mike, the story of Genesis does seem to suggest that the cure to loneliness is what you are doing right now, getting married. But that is why the phrase lo tov is used twice. In the book of Exodus, we find Moses, a married man with a family, still incredibly alone. The second and final use of this ancient phrase lo tov in the Torah is there to remind us that community, friends, and family are yet another antidote to loneliness for us all, whether we are partnered or not. And I know that this is a core value that the two of you share. Mike, when I asked you about your hopes for the future, you said, "Honestly, I just hope for us to be happy, spending time together, doing what we love, and being with people that we love. Those are the most important things to me. If we can do those things, I know that everything else will fall into place." I know it's a short answer and it sounds simple, but it's because those hopes are the things that mean the most to me. If those happen, then I'll be overjoyed no matter what the specifics around them are. On the topic of family, Mike, I have to take a moment to share just how special this is for me to stand up here and have the best seat in the house as I officiate at yours and Lina's wedding. I remember when you were born. Vaguely, but I remember it. And I certainly now have a lifetime's worth of memories with you. Wonderful vacations together, epic pool basketball battles at your parents' house in Virginia, many Passover Seders and other family celebrations together. Now we get to add this one to the list. This memory will certainly be amongst the most special that we share. And I'm so glad, Lina, that this is our first memory together as official cousins at this moment. Lina and Mike, your deep value of family is palpable in all that you do, in your efforts to get across the country for important events, and in your eagerness to be there at so many special moments for us all. It is clear that your teamwork helps you both get to where you need to go. Lina, you captured the core of what makes you such a good team when you described your hopes for your future with Mike. You said, "I hope that we always have time and patience for each other and that we continue to support each other the way we have been so far throughout our entire relationship. I hope that we can continue to have fun and explore the world together, whether it's traveling abroad or just having fun experiences day to day. I hope that we can continue to improve with each other and keep growing as people, because I feel like I've become a better person since I met Mike. I hope we continue to show this same level of love and consideration for each other for the rest of our lives, if not more. Mike and Lina, as you move into this next chapter together, may you always remember that everyone who you have gathered here today is here for you, and that we appreciate your love and warmth that you share with all of us. Lina and Mike, the Torah reminds us that it is lo tov, not good, to try and do life alone. The Torah teaches us that relationship, community, and family are essential. Today, you affirm that your relationship is a source of care, teamwork, and understanding that will last a lifetime. Your wedding today is most certainly tov me'od, very good. Mike and Lina, at this point in the ceremony, Jewish tradition prescribes 7 ancient blessings to be said to the couple. The 7 blessings will unite the two of you as husband and wife officially. And to show the two of you becoming one, you are going to wrap yourselves together in a talit, in a prayer shawl. Mike's talit from his bar mitzvah, and you will physically show what is happening spiritually as well. So Mike, I'm going to throw this around you, okay? And then you can wrap it around me as well.
Exactly.
Once you finish it.
Okay.
All right. And for this second blessing over the wine, which will begin the 7 blessings, you will go from using a family heirloom, the Kiddush cup from your bar mitzvah, to now creating a new family heirloom, one that has special significance in your life, Mike and Lina. A signature glass from the Madonna Inn. And friends, I have to say, if you haven't seen it up close, later you gotta come take a look. This was bought at the place where, Mike, you took Lina for her birthday and for your very first trip away together ever. May this glass be raised many more times for joyous occasions. Mike and Lina, the imagery of the 7 blessings help you return right back to where we began. The 7 blessings conjure up in our hearts and minds beautiful sights and sounds. These blessings evoke the visual beauty of the Garden of Eden. The blessings then turn to the jubilant voices of the bridegroom and bride being heard in the cities of Israel and in the streets of Jerusalem, a place that is in so much need of joy. And finally, these blessings focus on the two of you being blessed in this beautiful moment. Please know that as I recite these ancient blessings in Hebrew, that they will not only come from the ancient rabbis who wrote them, and it won't come only from me. These blessings are a vehicle to bring all of the joy and love that we have for you today. So friends, I'll invite all of us to bring all of our love to our hearts and minds for Lina and Mike. So as I have the honor of chanting these ancient blessings, they will bring with it all of the joy and love of all of us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. You may take a sip. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol bara lichvodo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam yotzer ha'adam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzart adam betzalmo betzelem demut tavnito ve'hidkin lo mimenu binyan hadei. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'adam sos tasis v'dagel ha'akara bekibbutz baneha letocha besimcha. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach Tzion bebaneha sameach tesamach re'im ha'ahuvim kesamechacha yetzircha began Eden mikedem. Baruch atah Adonai mesameach hatan ve'kala. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bara sason ve'simcha chatan ve'kala. Asher bara sason ve'simcha chatan ve'kala. Gila, Rina, Ditza, Vechedva, Ava, Ve'achava, Ve'shalom, Ve'reut, Me'er Adonai Eloheinu Yeshama Be'arei Yehuda, Uve'chutzot Yerushalayim, Kol Sason Ve'kol Simcha, Kol Chatan Ve'kol Kala, Kol Mitzalot Chatanim Mechubatam U'ne'arim Mimishte, Neginatam, Baruch Ata Adonai, Mesameach Chatan, Im Hakala. Lina and Mike. First, let me place this down here. You can face each other. Now that you've been blessed by the words of ancient Jewish tradition, as well as the blessings that all of us have here for you today, by the power vested in me by the state of California, it is my great pleasure and honor to declare you, Lina Fries-Slocum, and you, Michael Thal, married in accordance with the traditions of Moses in Israel, but we still have one more step to go. Mike, it is time for you to break the glass. Mike, as a sound designer, you know that a sound like the shattering of glass, it can evoke something within us that words cannot. Lina, in your work, you know that a stunning visual, to borrow the old adage, is worth 1,000 words. The sight and sound of broken glass certainly evokes a feeling that many of us have felt, especially in the Jewish community over this past year. But this evening, in this moment, may the sight of your first kiss as a married couple supersede the sight of broken glass. May the sound of all of us here shouting Mazel Tov, which means congratulations and good luck, may that drown out the sounds of despair. So Mike, I will make a deal with you. You smash this glass, you can kiss your bride. Mazel Tov!
Like a model from the 60s, natural kind of beauty, no surgeries. Can't get this kind of look from anything else but God, and everybody knows it too. You got that 60s kind of vibe to you, and it's hard to be, ain't gonna find it.
Hello, I'm Rabbi Jason Bonder, aka Mike's cousin. To the people at this table, this is a true delight and pleasure. Friends, we're gonna do a little bit of singing. If you know the words, you can sing along. Bridesmaids, I know you've got the flowers, so maybe a little bit hard for you to clap. But if you don't even know the words, we'll do a little bit of clapping. It goes like this. These are your words. So here's why the words are super important, Mike and Lina. The words are important because they will return to you later this evening underneath your chuppah. And the words are that soon may there be heard in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem the voices of the bridegroom and bride. That verse comes from Jeremiah, written thousands of years ago, and we're still using it today to remind us that what you're doing today here in Los Angeles will reverberate throughout the world. you truly, the joy that you bring, it is not just about you and about your family, it's like bringing goodness and love into a world that so desperately needs it. So that is what we are doing today. And this idea of return, those words returning to you, it's not just about the words, but it is also about your relationship to returning. Right now, you are very much purposely sitting in front of an unsigned ketubah, and in a way, you are looking into your future. And I need that seriously because it is all of these people here who are gathered to be alongside you in your future as you go forward in life. The idea is, though, that after today, this will be behind you. You'll have signed the ketubah, and my prayer for you is that you return to this ketubah again and again in your life. That you always look back on it on the good times, in difficult times, and remember why you are starting this chapter of your journey together. May it be a journey filled with blessing and a journey filled with love. So, you will notice that there are not just 2 lines on that ketubah, but in fact, there are many lines. And the reason is because that you have your community around you. And you have a community that is going to support you, and it's a reminder that marriage is not done alone, it's done with the support of friends. And my prayer for you is that everyone in this room, that you see them as a resource now and always. Lift up the ketubah, show us all that it's yours, and you will present it to the person next to you, chosen to marry. As I mentioned, you have your community surrounding you. There are people here that love you deeply. And there are some people here who not only have met you and joined along with you on your journey, but those who paved the road for you to go where you have gone. And so the fact that we have, and this is extra special for me as well, the fact that we have 3 grandparents here in front of us, okay? And that Ira, Phyllis, and Sami, that you are all here. It means that you have, and I want to turn and thank the 3 of you for creating this. And I can't even imagine what this must feel like for you. And to watch your grandchildren do it is just absolutely a delight for us. And I know I'll speak for all of us here that we hope to do you proud as we move forward into this next phase of our life, and especially today.
I live a lifetime every moment when I'm holding you close. Lay your head down on my shoulder, honey, I won't ever let go. Because you pulled me like a magnet, now I'm right where I belong. I'm gonna love you the same for the rest of my days, and on and on and on. 'Cause as long as we keep dancing, we'll stay young at heart. And every time I hold you in my arms, you give me deja vu. Like I've been waiting my whole life to find that view. 'Cause when I'm looking at your eyes, I go from California to Timbuktu, back to dancing in the living room. If I got you, baby, every day's a honeymoon. It's a honeymoon. Baby, every day's a honeymoon. I wanna spend some time in Paris, serenade you on the beach. We'll take a picture for our parents, but we're never gonna leave. Nobody knows you like I know you. Nobody loves you like I do. And if I'm never a star, but I got my guitar, I'll be singing songs to you. 'Cause as long as we keep dancing, we'll stay young at heart. And every time I hold you in my arms. Give me deja vu, like I've been waiting my whole life to find that you. 'Cause when I'm looking at your eyes, I go from California to Timbuktu, back to dancing in the living room. If I got you, baby, every day's a honeymoon. Oh, it's a honeymoon. Every day's a honeymoon.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world.
2, 3. That was amazing.
Thank you. What a lovely wedding so far. Excited for the rest. So, if you know Mike well, you know that he has superpowers. Superpowers. The most impressive one to me is how he knows himself, and he honors that by moving through the world authentically every single day. In a world that tried to tell us we need to change, be someone else, be better, be different to be happy, we could all learn from Mike, taking a page out of that book. So, growing up, I followed the path laid out for me. I did all the things that I was supposed to do, but Mike, he tried everything. While I was following this narrow path, Mike was learning about himself, trying different things, trying on different hats, and refining constantly his understanding of himself. And I think that those experiences allowed Mike, when he met Lina, to hear that inner tuning fork of his saying, I'm in harmonies. With Mike and Lina, love at first sight was not a cliche. It was a first date that turned into a multiple day deep dive on music, games, and other fun similarities, sprinkled with coincidences that feel otherworldly. You might not know this, but when Mike was born, the story goes that I really wanted a sister, and I called him Steak to punish him for being a boy. But little did I know that the female version of Mike was on the other coast, just waiting to meet them. So raise your glass, and my champagne is over there. Thank you. There you go. Thanks for your patience. Raise your glass to Mike and Lina. I wish for you a marriage of authentic joy, support, and meaning. Love you both.
Hi, I'm Catherine, Lina's maid of honor. It's been so sweet getting to just share Lina's joy during this very long engagement. I've known Lina 25 years, and I was pondering how to best describe her myriad qualities for you here this evening. She's generous, she's optimistic, she's loyal, she's so kind, and she's always late. If you know, you know. Okay, except this once. Years ago, I was on vacation in Mexico, and my house sitter got in touch telling me that she was having a medical emergency and wasn't going to be able to look after my dog that day. In a panic, I called Lina, and I asked if there was any chance she could pop by and walk the dog. Of course, she said, I'll be right over. And there she was, just a few minutes later, on the door camera, taking the dog out for a walk. I was about to call everyone I knew, seeing if someone else could walk him next. And Lina just told me to relax and enjoy my vacation. And then she stayed with him for 30 hours. This is the kind of friend that Lina is. And as I've gotten to know Mike quite well during this lengthy engagement, I can see that in Mike she's found a kindred spirit. Just a few months ago, it was my son's first birthday party, and I was exhausted and disorganized after a terrible flu. And Lina and Mike just swept in, oh hi, on no notice, and helped us the entire day. Literally the entire day. And somehow at the end of the night, they wound up insisting on bringing us in and out. It was so above and beyond. But that's just Lina. She's the sweetest, and she always seeks connection, and she always makes friends. Case in point, when we were dress shopping for this gorgeous gown she's currently stunning us all in, Lina wound up being the hype man for the other brides in the salon. She wound up telling how gorgeous they looked. She was chatting about shoes. So she was complimenting the brides and their moms as well. And she genuinely meant every word. Lina's the kind of person who just really likes and celebrates other people. Even on a day when she had every right to make it all about herself, her kindness and generosity just spilled over. And to see that Mike makes her feel so celebrated and so loved and so safe, the way that she has always made all the people in her life feel, is just so well-deserved, and it makes me so happy to see. And they have so much in common. They're so complimentary of each other. You know, so much in common. They have video games, music, general nerdiness, even anxiety. I know that they're going to find ways to support each other in their every endeavor. I do worry, though, that Mike lacks a core Lina value. He tends to be on time. Don't worry, I'm sure she's going to whip him into shape in no time. Anyway, please join me in raising a glass to Lina and Mike. May they be happy beyond their wildest dreams. We love you so much.
We didn't plan this at all, so we're going to see when we pass back and forth and how that goes. Thank you guys so much for coming to what is the most incredible day for the two of us. It's really been like, a long time putting this together, and so many people have helped us. There's not a chance that we could have done any of this without pretty much everyone in this room, either through direct support or just like talking to us, hanging out with us, having dinner, emotionally supporting us for the last 2 years. And we're just so happy that you guys are here.
I couldn't echo Lina's sentiments enough. I am so touched, and I know we are both so touched about how much everyone here has brought to our lives and helped make this a reality in one way or another. I was saying at the rehearsal dinner last night to Lina, and I say it again tonight, it's very surreal, but so heartwarming and fascinating and fantastic to see all of you from all these different circles of friendship and family from our different parts of our lives all coming together, interacting in the same room is beyond heartwarming and just fills us with so much joy. So thank you so much, everyone, for making it here from near or far and just making this the most special day ever.
So cheers to you guys and everyone who joined us. We love you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm feeling like a brand new me. Brand new, brand new. Brand new, brand new. I blew away the clouds I was standing under. Traded all my rainy days for a little summer. I fly so high right now that I might not come back.